Grand Rising Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, shares, views, subscribes, comments, super chat, super thanks, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's ring this bell. We're just going to do a quick read and then we're going to clear the air. Ring the bell, clear the air, see what the energy is. This is going to be a quick read this Friday morning, and then I'll come back this evening. They can't even reach you now. Even if they wanted to apologize, they can't even apologize. They can't touch you because you know the truth. Your intuition told you everything that you needed to know, and they're still trying to figure out, how did you figure it out? God. God told you. Bottom of the deck, brazen. You knew that you had to let it all go. Whatever this was, you had to let it all go. And you did. Because you knew it was nothing that was true. Everybody was wearing a mask. Everybody was fake. You saw that. That's why you had to let it go. You had to be in a space where you felt safe. And these people, they didn't hold that space for you. In fact, you felt attacked. You felt like they were trying to get you, like they were trying to ruin your life, because they were. But God told you that your days are coming, that you're going to have all the good luck, all the prosperity, everything that you could possibly need. Your days are coming. All you had to do was wait your turn. And so you did. Patiently. Somebody didn't want you to be able to make it through. People were trying to go up against you, and you don't even know why. But you fought. You fought hard, and you won. You are that wounded healer. You are the one who can help others get through when they're going through the toughest battles of their life. It's like you help them to see what's truly going on. You're using your third eye. You got this gift. Now you're speaking out loud. You're telling it to the world because you want everyone to heal. Everyone sees how grounded, how stable, how secure you are. And it's nothing what those people said about you. Those people said you was not secure, you wasn't stable, you was wild in the streets, you was doing all types of stupid shit, but it wasn't the truth. You were just being creative. You were just working on yourself. You were creating the future that you deserve quietly. And now it's time. It's time for you to speak up. It's time for everyone to see exactly the true you. How you are in alignment. How all your chakras are open. How God is giving you this platform to speak up, to say what's been going on, what the heavens have witnessed here on this earth. And what they witnessed was a betrayal. Not just a regular betrayal. They betrayed you, not knowing that you was divine. Masculine, feminine, it doesn't make a difference. They betrayed an earth angel. They betrayed one of God's favorite. And now everyone is going to see exactly who those people are. The inside of them. Not just what they present on the outside, but the inside. See, they were thinking that they were going to manifest, or they was going to have this great harvest. It was their desire to have this great harvest. But one thing that they did not do, or didn't realize, or didn't think about, everything that they did to try and get this great harvest, it was not above board. It wasn't the honest way. And now these secrets are being revealed because God said it's time. And what these people are seeing, the secrets that are being revealed, is that how you have this fearless love, how you were always living in truth. You wasn't here to play. These people, they had this lust that they felt like they could just, exercise at any time, not caring, not giving way to caution, not thinking about how it's going to affect them tomorrow, not giving a shit about how it affects you today. Grand Rising Steel app. See, everything that this person did or tried to alchemize, they did it trying to get a level up off of you instead of working on themselves. And now it's all coming down. All the fakeness is being seen. Now they want forgiveness. You forgive them. Hey, Alicia. Because it's within you to forgive. Because you know what? You say, God, forgive me of my trespasses, as I forgive those who have trespassed against me. So it is within you to forgive. But right now, it's also your turn to have everything that you wanted, everything that you ever dreamed of. These people are now starting to awaken to your cosmic power, that you have the ability to see the light and the dark of any given situation. You could see both sides of those people. They're now waking up to realize that they never pulled the wool over your eyes. They wanted to put that veil over your eyes, but you were already awake. Your chakras were already activated. You had already made that promise with God that you would not stray, not even once. And you stuck to that promise. You surrendered to the Most High a long time ago, which is why it was easy to liberate yourself from these devilish fools. But the hard part, the part that took you the longest, is when you realized you had to cut the cord. All those cords. Because you know what? These people were living in shame. They didn't want to change. They didn't want to deal with what brought them shame, or their garbages they need to clean up in their life. And they were mad. They were mad at you because you are divine. Like, who gets mad at somebody because they were given a title? That's like them going to the store and getting mad at the CEO for opening up the store. That's like them going and watching a farmer grow vegetables, and then going to the farmer's market and getting mad at him because he grew the vegetables. You know, the shit that they got mad at you about, the shit that they was jealous about because of you, nobody understands it. They don't even understand it. Now it's your time to receive. And they get to witness you receiving miracles. you receiving what they wanted to receive. But the thing was, they didn't follow their own intuition. They tried to be somebody they were not. And so what they manifested, everything, all that smoke, all those lies, all those hidden jokes and everything that they manifested, that's what everybody gets to see. Exactly who they truly are. Now they understand they sabotage themselves. This grief that they're wallowing in, that's their own grief. That's not yours. That was never yours. It was always theirs to work on, to work out, to work through. Hey, Nana. But you get what was promised to you that cannot be taken away. Because you went through this radical rebirth. And trust me, anytime that they tried to bully you and you came back, you were so fierce with your comeback. Whether you said anything or you just gave them a look, that it was like two lions. They know they can't even touch you now. There ain't nothing that they can do. And they're watching you. They thought that you was going to shrink. Shrink for what? You are living out loud. You are living your life like it's golden, because that's what you deserve, is to live your life like you let them live their lives. But they couldn't. They couldn't. They couldn't get away from everything that was not good for them. Self-sabotage, that lust, and the scarcity. They thought they were messing you up. They thought that they were hurting you. As you sat there and idly watched them hurt themselves, wondering why they're doing that. Even if you tried to say something, oh, they was upset with you for saying something, because then they're like, oh, what, you think you perfect? Not at all. But I am an earth angel, boo. We are divine. So no, there's no perfection. It's just that we weren't afraid to be ourselves. We weren't afraid to show the world who we were. We didn't have to hide. We didn't have to say, well, the only reason that I can't jump 10 feet in the air is because this person, it's their fault. They did this, they did that, No, we didn't have to make excuses for what we couldn't do. All we could say was, you know what, I'm just going to work on it. I can jump. If I'm standing still, I can jump 4 feet. I can't even jump 4 feet. I don't even think I can jump 4 inches. But so it's like we weren't going to make excuses as to why we couldn't do something, why we couldn't accomplish something. We were just going to work on what it was that we needed to accomplish. Confirmation. But now they're understanding. They thought that they could kick you out. They wanted you to be on the outside looking in, as if they had something special going on. But now, when the light is actually shown on it, they're on the outside looking in. Because everything that they thought that they was building, every lie that they thought they came together, like they had to all gang up to spread this lie to make it believable about you. All of that is falling down. Nobody believes that shit, because it wasn't the truth. It may have puzzled some people. And some people even took it and ran with it, like, damn, wait, what? They do all that? What? as opposed to even exercising any of their intuition or even asking, even trying to bring it up. But you liberated yourself and you've forgiven them. You've forgiven them because you understand that was the devil. You understand that that was something within them that they felt like they did not have, that they didn't meet up, that they couldn't compare to you. You understand and you forgive them, but you don't want to be around them. Your intuition tells you, you know your worth. You know the longer you stay from around those people, the better you will be blessed. Because you already had this radical rebirth. And now, for the first time, you actually feel safe to be you. I'm just hearing that song. God is trying to tell you something. Yep. Can't sleep at night and you don't know why? Maybe God's trying to tell you something. Death. Bottom of the deck. Something is over. The power that this person has is over. Them working with someone, that's over. Even this Queen of Wands, at one point, this Queen of Wands was independent, was able to hold their own. That's even over. A lot of things are ending. Because, see, they couldn't get it right. They could only get it wrong. Whatever they was doing it out of maliciousness, out of spite, out of anger, out of jealousy. Confirmation. And now it's over. Hey, lies never stuck. You have liberated yourself. You've gone off in a whole new direction because you have had this promise from the Most High, and you intend to receive what God has promised you. Somebody was even trying to work to get you fired from your job. Someone was trying to do all of that, so that you would have no resources, no way to pay bills. You would be homeless. You wouldn't even have a car. Somebody wanted you to suffer. It wasn't somebody. It was this group that wanted you to suffer, and everything that they wanted for you. I hope that they remembered everything that they wanted for you. Because if they do, they're going to find out that's everything that they are about to receive. It's just a matter of time. They're stopped. Somebody's looking at things totally differently now because they know they are experiencing karma. Everything, they know that these scales are balancing out. Somebody feels like they're stuck. They cannot move, and they may be in spiritual jail. Hey, Latasha. Because they know they have been caught lying again for the umpteenth time. Now somebody wants to come and they want to actually apologize. They want to apologize. They want to, smooth these rough waters with you about a relationship that you had. Like somebody put their nose in something that was not even their business to put their nose in. Now they want to come and apologize. But they can't even reach you. They can't get next to you. Either you have them blocked, you've changed your number, you've moved and they don't have your address. But whatever it is, your ancestors even said no more. They can't get through to you. They can't get next to you. They are even forbidden to write to you. Spirit told them, leave them the hell alone. In fact, Spirit even told them, if you even attempt to contact my collective again and try and get my collective out of their space and their place that I put them in, you will have hell. And I mean hell to pay. They don't know how you got this victory. They don't know how you're getting everything that you want. And they don't know when the sun started shining solely on you, but it's there. It's there. It's your turn. Hey, Cher, how are you? Now this King of Cups is looking at themselves, and they're wondering if they can even apologize, if maybe they could say something to make things right. They can't even get next to you. And they are going through the worst. This is the one who's feeling this karma right now. This person's entire world has been blown to fucking smithereens. This person was supposed to stand up for you. This person was supposed to speak up for you. This person was supposed to have had your back when you weren't in the room to protect yourself. But that's not what they did. They weren't that damn strong. They didn't have that much courage. They allowed themselves to be used in the worst fucking way by the group that was the worst fucking group. Now somebody wants to come and they want clear this up, clear up these rumors, clear up these lies. They want to heal this situation because they know they need some assistance. They need help. They are finally praying to God. God, I need help. If you're true, if it's real, if this is really you, I need help. See, they didn't believe before, but now they're desperate and now they're calling out. No, that's not how you get God's attention. The thing is, you have to believe first. Then you have to live a righteous life. You have to treat people like you want people to treat you, because you understand already that if you can't treat people like they treat you, they can't treat you like you've treated them. They understand that now. Someone doesn't understand why they was into this dark magic, why they tried so hard. Because they know that tower is hitting that ass. And it's coming back. There's nothing that they can do. Because the truth of what they have done is out there. The weapon is seen. Everybody knows what was going on. Because everybody remembers when they was walking around town with their chest all stuck out, speaking ill of your name. So what can they do now? Hey, Shadia. Hey, Davidia. Spirit is moving you forward, and there's nothing that these people can do. Judgment has been called on everybody. Judgment has been called on everybody. The spirit is moving you forward. Ain't nothing they can do. Like I said, they cannot even reach you now. And now somebody is trying to remember everything that you said. They wonder why they didn't accept this cup, because they see you are the truth, the way. And you were trying to lead them to the light. Now you have to defend yourself against them, because this person sees they was acting so immature, trying to come up against you, trying to act like a hidden enemy. That was immaturity on their part. You can't even trust this person now, and that was the one you trusted the most. Right, exactly, Cher. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Someone knows they have to come up. They got to speak up. They got to say something. The time for them to be silent, the time for them to be impartial, that shit is over. That shit is over. They got to sit here and tell you everything that this motherfucker said and did, whether this is a group, a house, a family, or what, a business. They got to tell you everything. This could have been a company. The president or the CEO or whoever, they got to tell you everything, and they can't leave nothing out, because they know they already was too weak. I'm telling you, someone is starting to figure out they going through karma. This is what this person is figuring out. This that they dealing with, that shit. Oh, and this person's got the worst of it, because this is the one who was supposed to stand 10 toes down. All them other motherfuckers, they could do and say whatever the fuck they wanted to do. But this one, God said, you let me down in the biggest way. You have the biggest lesson to learn. And trust and believe, they learning this lesson like it ain't ever going to be forgotten. They learning a lesson like there is no lesson to be learned. And it may be more than one, because they're looking at all these 7 cups trying to figure out which thing they getting karma for. They don't even know what they're getting karma for. They don't know which one. But they do know they're going to remember this shit, though. That's what they do know. What's the message, Spirit? Something about this Queen of Cups and this Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands in spiritual jail. This Queen of Wands needs some help and is looking for help. And everybody's like, oh, I can't help you. Looking for somebody to come in, it's like, was looking for somebody to come in and possibly help. It's like they were sitting there waiting for somebody to get back in touch with them. They had already made a call. Hey, can you do this? I just need some help. And oh, you know what? Let me give you a call back. Let me call you. Let me call you right back. And they never got the call. Now they're sitting there thinking they should have went and they should have apologized to you when they had a chance. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. But see, if they apologized to you, that they felt like that meant that they was coming to you and putting you on the pedestal as if you were the empress. And you are the empress. That's why them asses should have apologized to you. But somebody couldn't do that. They just thought that they would continue to wreak havoc, to create illusions, to try and create situations. Because they didn't want you to have. Well, the joke is on them. Regardless of what they did or did not do, you were going to get it anyway. Hello. They should have thought about that shit before they got started. What if everything I do doesn't add up and doesn't make a difference because they gonna get it anyway? Somebody should have thought about that. They should have said, you know what? They should have recognized that they didn't have what it took to be the empress because they still had to work on some shit that they didn't work out. You know, but instead, they want to act like they're the empress, but they really weren't. They were so evil. They were so, we're going to say, demonic. And what they did was they started feeding lies and shit to your children, trying to bribe your children, trying to, like I said, make it seem like you something that you're not, because they felt a certain way, because they hadn't worked on themselves, because they knew they was not ever going to hold that title. And they saw it in you, and they didn't like it. The judgment's been called on them because they was bullying you. Judgment's been called on that ass. And now somebody is seeing things totally different. They're looking at things in a new light because they see what somebody was actively working on. And what they were actively working on was trying to cut you out, trying to stop what you deserve, trying to stop what was promised to you. That's why this bitch is in fucking spiritual jail. That's why this bitch ain't got nobody coming to help her dumb ass. You should have sat your dumb ass down in the first damn place. Yep. Somebody's trying to hold on. They trying to hold on. And then on top of that, not just hold on, somebody is trying to stay to themselves. Now they're trying to stay to themselves because they know a whole bunch of information is getting ready to come out. And they trying to figure out how everybody's going to be looking at them whenever they find out exactly who this person was. They did the absolute worst and the absolute fucking most. Hey, Jude likes, these names, sorry. Now somebody, it's like they were sitting here thinking that they was going to be able to alter the course of this relationship. They wanted to put all these burdens on your back that wasn't even your shit to carry. And now somebody wants to ask forgiveness. Now they want to ask forgiveness before it's their last days. It was already your last days when you was doing that fuck shit. You didn't see that? You didn't know that? It was already your last days when you decided to do that fuck shit. Hey, Fresh from a nap, how are you? Somebody is really upset. This may have been a child of yours, really upset for jumping on the bandwagon, doing this shit against you when they remember the history of you and them. They remember what it was like. They remember working with you, how you always had them protected. You always protected this person. You always had this person's back. You always stood 10 toes down. You were this person's everything. You was telling this person about their ancestors, how it is great to give homage to our ancestors, that we have to remember that they're here helping us. We're never alone. But instead, this person wanted to leave you out in the cold. And so you let them. And when you left, you took all your gifts with you. They didn't realize your gifts were so important in their life. But they realize that shit today. How your gifts were so important in their life. They thought they had gifts. No, they had questions. They had doubts. They had people putting their 2 cents in. They had them confused. That's what they had. Nothing compared to what you had. Yours was solid. What they wanted is they purposely traded something solid for a pie in the motherfucking sky. Now they realize somebody just sold them a fucking dream. Somebody was a warlock. Somebody even ghosted them afterwards. Now they get the truth. Now they understand what the fuck they should have understood before. Hey, Bobby Dale. This cycle is complete. You're victorious. You're getting everything that you want. Everything God promised you. And now they can't even, them and those lies can't even touch you. There's no way. They can't even touch you, but all they can do is watch you from afar, from now until. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave it right there. Let me jump on this computer, do my straight 8, and I will see y'all this evening. I love you all. Thank you so very much. Have a wonderful day. God bless you too. And we'll see each other this evening. All right. Happy Friday.